They say secrets are safest in the dark, but ours was burning under the midday sun. I was in the back seat, just a passenger supposedly. He was driving. And she, his wife, was seated next to him. But her eyes, they kept meeting mine in the rearview mirror. Jake was humming. I closed my eyes, trying to rest. As he walked inside, the car fell silent, until Lena turned around. Her voice was calm, but her eyes burned. "You feel it too, don't you?" I couldn't speak because I did. I nodded once. That was all she needed. She climbed between the seats and sat beside me. The car was too quiet, too small. Her hand found mine. "I shouldn't be doing this," she whispered. "But you are," I replied. She leaned in and I felt her breath on my lips. 1 inch closer, and then the sound of the door jolted us apart. Jake slid back into the driver's seat, whistling like nothing had changed, but everything had. But then I felt it, her hand. It reached behind the center console. A soft touch, just brushing my knee. Jake drank too much wine and passed out on the couch by 10. Lena and I sat in silence by the fireplace. She poured 2 more glasses of wine. "Come upstairs with me," she said suddenly. I blinked. "Lena, just to talk," she smiled. "Just to breathe." But we both knew it wouldn't stop it breathing. I followed her upstairs. The moonlight cast shadows across the wooden floor. In the guest room, she closed the door slowly. "Turn to face me. I married your friend," she whispered. "But he doesn't see me anymore." I said nothing, because I understood I didn't touch her first. She did. Her fingers ran across my jawline, then traced my collarbone. And when she kissed me, it was soft, desperate, like she was drowning and I was air. Clothes fell. Time disappeared. Nothing existed except the heat between us. I froze. Was it an accident? No. She didn't pull away. Sunlight poured through the curtains. I woke alone. The sheets smelled like her. Downstairs, Jake was making coffee, whistling again. Lena stood beside him, pouring sugar into her cup. She looked up, her expression unreadable. No smile, no regret, just silence. Jake turned to me. "Sleep okay, man?" I nodded, lying through my teeth. Lena didn't speak a word, but as I passed her on the way to the door, she brushed my hand, once, lightly, that same electric spark. One message burned into my skin. This wasn't the end. And now I live between 2 truths. Jake thinks we're the same old friends. Lena pretends last night never happened. But every time she looks at me, I know she remembers. And every time we're all together again, I wonder, next time, will she still pretend, or will she reach for me in the light like she did in the dark? Her fingers lingered, then moved slowly up, then down, teasing. Jake kept driving, oblivious. I opened my eyes, met hers in the mirror. She didn't look away. There was something dangerous there, something forbidden. And suddenly I wanted more. But I couldn't move, not yet. And when her hand slipped between the seats, what started as a simple road trip became a silent war of hearts and heat. It started with a simple invitation. "Come with us for the weekend," Jake said. "It'll be good to get away." Jake was my oldest friend. Jake drove. He talked nonstop about work, golf, politics. I nodded along, half listening. But beside him, Lena sat quietly, barely speaking. Her fingers rested on the armrest between them. And then she turned around to offer me a snack. Our eyes locked. Something subtle shifted. Her gaze lingered a second too long. And when she handed me the chips, our fingers brushed. Electric, stupid, unnecessary, but undeniable. Jake didn't notice, but she did. She knew. A slow smile curved her lips, and then she turned back around like nothing happened. My heart was already racing. I told myself it was innocent, but the air in that car felt heavy. Like something was coming. We met in college, different majors, same dry humor. But over time we drifted. He got married. I stayed single, focused, busy, lonely. When he called after all those years, asking me to join him and his wife, Lena, at the lake house. They insisted I tag along. It'll be nostalgic, Jake laughed, like old times. But I didn't expect Lena. I remembered her from the wedding, barely. Beautiful, elegant, polite, but now she looked like something carved out of tension and temptation. Something unspoken lingered in her smile when she opened the door, and I felt it before I could name it. A slow ache, a spark I shouldn't feel. The car was packed and the road stretched long. 2 hours into the drive, the music faded into the background. Jake pulled into a gas station. I'm gonna grab a drink. You two want anything? We both shook our heads. The lake house was beautiful, quiet, secluded, wrapped in trees. We ate dinner by candlelight. We weren't supposed to cross the line, but we did. And there was no going back.